life, building from heart and fire, providing that when vision meets genuine compassion, we can change the world. And Wright didn't just stumble into blockchain. He saw the future before it was even common sense, from leading the cellular vision, so phones to start with in the 90s, to one of the founders of Gala Games, which was one of the first projects on the ecosystem. He has a range of gifts. He really, really does have a rare gift of recognising game-changing shifts long before they hit mainstream. Wright's really never been interested in the tech for tech's sake. Wright is the heart of Connect because he understands that the true power of decentralisation is the freedom to make an impact. Through Give, which is our charity blockchain, he is using blockchain as a transparent tool for global change, from rescuing children with Free a Girl to creating pathways through the entire ecosystem for families to thrive. Wright is a proud father of 6 and just recently a granddaddy. That's so exciting, Wright. I love it. Wright isn't building for the next quarter. He's actually building for generations to come. I'm not going to take up any more time. I'm going to hand straight over to you, Wright. Please, everybody, help me welcome a true visionary, the heart of our ecosystem, Wright Thurston.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that introduction. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can, buddy.
Yeah, okay. Oh man, that was so nice. Yeah, I'm actually on my way. It's so fun. I'm getting sort of emotional. I'm going to see my granddaughter in Utah, and she's gonna get her baby blessing. So we're traveling from Puerto Rico. It's sort of crazy. We fly a bunch of different ways. We don't fly commercial as much, and today we did, and the plane was delayed like an hour landing. So I'm sorry that I got on here a little bit late, but I was really excited to talk to you guys. Yeah, I appreciate the introduction, but I love the blockchain. I've done a lot of sales stuff. I did cellular, and then I was really early in home security. I was one of the first ones to put the guts of a cell phone inside of security systems and did smart home. And then when we saw the next sort of big boom was the wireless internet boom, where you had WiMAX and 4G internet. We were one of the pioneers there. And so when I saw solar, and then I was installing solar on a customer's house in Laguna Beach. I actually was the CEO of a public company. I was there doing a drone video, and I got connected with a group that was friends with Richard Branson through that install. And that's how I met all these amazing people that were really early in the blockchain. They were the ones that introduced me to mining. We were one of the first groups to connect green energy to the blockchain. And she's right. Give, actually, blockchain and green were before Gala. And Gala was great. We've got most of the Gala teams here. I mean, pretty much all of them are. We just launched Adventure World, but I'm going to talk about Give today. I'm really, really excited. Give the actual Give blockchain is getting some upgrades right now, which is really great. We've recently launched a few new blockchains. The Adventure World one was the last one. Codex is right around the corner. But the great thing is every time we improve the tech, everyone else can sort of benefit from that. But yeah, our mission at Give is really the heart of our ecosystem, because our whole technology rests in giving back. And so one of the cool things about the blockchain, if you haven't been involved in it, it's more than a business for me. It feels like almost like a calling or a mission that we're all on together. And the cool thing about this tech is you freely give. So we've all been raised. I had a great father, and he when he raised me, though, he said, when you get a job, you need to get a contract, make sure it's signed, make sure they agree to pay you, a certain amount. If they don't pay you, you don't work for them. You make sure that, everything's fair and done right. and my parents taught me to do service work and do things, but as far as like business stuff, it's like, there was a certain way that you do things. And when I got introduced to the blockchain, if you guys don't understand Bitcoin mining or how you connected the original blockchain, and you'll hear me say the blockchain is this amazing technology. I think Bitcoin was one of the first apps. I was one of the largest Bitcoin miners in North America, but then there's Ethereum, and then you have Give, and you have DAO, and you have Win, and you have Rally, and so there's all these really Grow. I know you guys are big fans of Grow um in Australia. I want to get down to where you guys live. I really want to get out there. I know I keep saying that. I really do. I'm so excited to get down there with you guys and to the New Zealand area too. So we got to make that happen. But basically, when you connect to the blockchain, there's no agreement.
Hey, right, you accidentally muted. Might need to unmute.
Sorry. Yeah,
Good.
I don't want to cut off, but what I was going to say is when you connect to the blockchain, it's different. There's no agreements. And so you actually are giving your computing and storage power. First you give your money, you buy a device, you buy a miner, or you buy some node software and you put it on your own computer, and you're basically sharing your computing and storage power. And really, there's no contract that says you're going to get anything. I mean, you're going to get rewards if your device is on, if you're providing work, but really, there's no guarantee they're going to have a value. And that's how Bitcoin was as well. And so we were all doing that, hoping for a better way, hoping that if we share our computing and storage power, if we built a decentralized network where the server network where people can censor you, or you could build applications to to help people like transport money all across the world, send funds really freely and easily. We've used it in our child rescues. We've used the technology to help food charities. There's just so many different ways to do it. But when you're first connecting in, there's no guarantees, there's not a contract, and you just are sort of giving without expectation. And I think that is like one of the secrets that I've learned is if you can learn to work and to give without expecting anything back, which is hard because a lot of times when I give, I'm like, especially I think when I was younger or whatever, it's like, I want to.
Oh, right. It looks like they have just dropped out. I'm just going to quickly message him. Just 1 second. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Just bear with me for 1 minute and I will just message him.
I think he's back, Lise.
I think you're back, right? You've just muted again. We can't hear.
I'm sorry. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Thank you.
Okay. I don't know where I lost you guys. I was on a roll, but I just want to tell you that I love
about giving. Sorry, you were talking about giving and going into Free a Girl and being able to use the blockchain for that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we started using the
You've muted again, right?
Sorry, I don't know why it keeps doing that.
There you go. You there?
So anyway, can you hear me? No,
I can't hear you, but I'm going to hope everybody. Can you hear it, right?
Yep, we can hear you, right.
Okay.
Oh, you can? Okay. All right. Well, I'll keep going. I hope you guys can hear me, but basically,
yep, good.
This whole technology we've just learned is if you give and if you get, let's say you get 4 of something and you're able to give 5 away, which doesn't make sense, right? If you get 4 muffins, you got to go make another muffin and give it away. That's really hard to do. But what we found is when you give and then you keep giving, they're past that point. It's like this hidden math formula where the heavens open and you get like 25 times. And so our technologies are all based around helping other people, connecting other people, whether it's with different products and services, or sharing your computing power, or sharing a great communications, device, or, I mean, food. Grow is one of my favorite projects. But I will tell you guys, like, what I've learned from the blockchain is just to give freely and without expectation. And so with some of the stuff that we've done, and where we're centered, a lot of our blockchains have donated nodes and rewards to give. And we've sponsored a lot of this community. We're not really public about it, but we've donated probably more than $50 million towards helping save kids, different water charities, different, just, there's so many different things, building orphanages, and it's all of you guys. And right now we're really small. We've done billions of dollars in revenue. We have over 1 million users across the planet, 200 countries, but we're small. We really are. I think we're probably 1% or 2% on our journey. And my big theme this year is like, I really believe that, we have some amazing blockchain projects. There's probably 20 of the coolest blockchain projects ever been in the history of the world. And not only that, all the governments of the world, everything's changed in the last year. They're friendly, they're accepting the technology, they're understanding it better. And it's just like green lights. And so what I'm really excited is, some of them aren't live yet. There's like 14 of them. I think you're going to see some more come online. But if we can have a similar result that we did with Gala and with some of our other projects, then our ecosystem could go to will be one of the top blockchain ecosystems. It already is, but will be, in a really big way. And if we could get over $1 trillion in value, what that means is we literally, if the ecosystem gave back 10%, right, we could have like $100 billion that could go to fight child's human trafficking, or the water problem, or hunger. And as a group, there's never been a group, this isn't just like a testimonial, there's never been a group connected all over the planet like us. There hasn't, you guys. Like, we're in more countries and more places than ChatGPT right now. And right now, there's never been a group of people like this, free thinkers, that, I mean, even the fact that we're having this call, and I know a lot of you guys are connected to our node network, you're earning money, you're doing things, but we're talking about giving, right? And I'm telling you, if we all connect together, the more we give, I think the more that we're going to get, and we can solve some really, really big problems. And so one of the premises behind Give is, you can't really get paid to do good right now. In fact, a lot of the givers across the planet, I have some friends that are like nuns and pastors and people that work at homeless shelters. Do those people make a lot of money? No, they don't. In fact, some of them, my heroes and some of the biggest like givers on the planet, they are like financially, they're not really taken care of. And a lot of the missions and a lot of the things we need to help with, people struggle to get funding. We can change that with our proof of action. Every time somebody does, saves a kid, or does something good with water, or shares their computing power, we can use some of the revenue from our other blockchains to buy Give. We also can literally compensate people for actions. And it hasn't happened yet, but our big goal and big belief is that we could actually transform things so that you could get paid to do good. You could move a couch for a widow and get paid. You could, share food. And there's just so many things that we can do, and we haven't solved it all. But I believe in the next 5 years that Give is going to be one of the, not only the biggest blockchain giving organization on the planet, but also a really base layer for charities to connect, because a lot of charities are competing because they need funds, they need investors, right? They need communities that support them. We can connect all of them, and so they can help coordinate more and help more. And I'm just so thrilled. I actually don't get on conference calls a lot, and I just was so honored to be asked. And I got to tell you guys, I've heard so much about your group from like Will and Neil and just all the people that you guys have had on, Scott, and all the Connect team. Just we're a family, and I know that I haven't been out there yet, but you guys, I'm coming out there. I'm so grateful for you guys, and if there's anything that we can all do together, we are gonna be the best givers. Nobody in the world can. It's not a good model to just keep giving, but I promise you, if we keep giving and we give together, I think the heavens will open, amazing things will happen. And that's what I found in my life is the more that I'm focused on things I love, and the more that I give away to people I love and to causes that I love, it just seems like everything else seems to change and work out. So I'm on the way to see Face Baby in Utah. But we are, just so you know, we are going to be a lot more public because the bull run.
Right, you've just muted again. I'm not sure if it was me, but
sorry.
yep,
What I was gonna say is we want to do a lot more things. Oh, we want to do a lot more things locally too, and with local causes in your guys' areas. So anyway, I'm grateful for you guys. I believe in our node technology. I believe in our brands. I really believe that as we keep growing, that's the whole thing here, is as we keep growing, we use our products and services. They're not perfect. Rally's not perfect that we're on here, but I love it. So anyway, I really appreciate you guys letting me come on. I probably, I don't know if you guys want to ask me questions for 5 minutes. I probably have another 5 minutes that I could talk if you want me to say anything else or you have any questions.
Right, thank you so much. I can't believe you're actually on the way to see Faith, because when I last saw you, we were leaving Puerto Rico, and you and Steph were hightailing it to Faith to just to make the birth of the baby. So serendipity that we're in the same space again.
You actually knew
right?
when you actually knew before when the baby, you told us it was coming early, and you were right. You see the future.
I had a feeling. But we got through the event, which was the main thing. Right, I'm not going to hold you up anymore. We're not going to go to questions. We might set up another time in a couple of weeks when things well, I'm not going to say quieten down, because it never quietens down for you, but thank you so much. I just really wanted to have you here, buddy, because you are the heart of Connect, and everything what you have taught us has really been it was such a big draw card for me with everything that you stand for. You really are the heart, and what you and your family and the Connect community have been able to do for Free a Girl alone has been nothing short of outstanding. And thank you very, very much.
Well, I really appreciate it. I want to say one more thing before I leave. What if there was an organization or a blockchain that started connecting all the churches? Think about all these churches and all these amazing religions, and like all these Christians and Muslims and Buddhists. I have a feeling that there's some really cool stuff in the works with some of the best religious leaders in the world. And right now, a lot of the churches are not using the blockchain because it's been scary. But now with the regulation getting better, we're being contacted a lot. I think honestly that could be one of the biggest decentralized organizations to sort of join us, like banding together all these amazing people all over the world. So stay tuned. There's going to be some cool stuff happen in the next 6 months. So anyway, you guys are great. Love you. Thanks for letting me jump on. Appreciate you.
Thank you,
See ya.
Wright. Give my love to everybody. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Bye-bye. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us this morning, and we will get the recording out. Thank you, Jen, for hitting record, by the way. And have a magic day, everybody, and we will talk to you soon. Take care.